What's up guys, it's Endymion, and today I wanted to cover some of the upcoming Souls-likes and Metroidvanias that are coming out within the next year or so. The last game on this list looks insane. It's also one of my most anticipated games of the year, so stick around to see what it is. Anyway, let's begin. First up is Thymesia, which is releasing on August 9th. It's described as an action RPG with an intricate plague weapon system, and you play as a being known as Corvus who has to journey across a disease-ridden kingdom filled with horrors as you try to discover the truth of your memories. The game looks to have quite a bit of inspiration environment-wise to the likes of Bloodborne, and one of the major mechanics of the game is being able to shift into a raven-like form and throw feather-like daggers at your enemies. You can apparently also upgrade your movement as well as wield the various diseases from the major bosses you kill in the form of unique weapons like Dark Souls. I guess we'll see if Thymesia will live up to the hype. It releases this August on all major platforms as well as next gen. Next up is a quick one since we don't know a whole lot about it. It's Wo Long Fallen Dynasty. It's from Koei Tecmo as well as some of the producers behind Nioh and Bloodborne. It's a Souls-like that takes place during the later Han Dynasty where you play as a nameless soldier fighting amidst the war of the Three Kingdoms of China. Gameplay-wise is said to be based on Chinese martial arts and will primarily have players learning to wield swords, although it's not said yet if only swords are available. Not much else is known about this, but in my opinion, it looks like a Chinese version of Nioh, which is dope. Anyway, it's coming to Xbox and PlayStation and PC, and it releases early 2023 as of right now. This next game is something I never knew I wanted, and that's Lies of P, a action Souls-like where you play as Pinocchio of all things as you journey through the dark city of Krat to discover a way to make Pinocchio human. Apparently, the developers wanted to take Pinocchio's signature lying shtick with procedurally generated quests that alter based on how you lie to the various characters in the game. No info on whether your nose grows or not though. And since Pinocchio is a doll, the game will also have a robust crafting and customization system allowing players to change Pinocchio's various body parts to increase his survivability, weapon arsenal, and movement. I don't know, maybe if this does well enough they'll make a Beauty and the Beast Souls-like where you play as Belle. Wait, that actually sounds amazing now that I'm saying it out loud. Anyway, it looks like Bloodborne, but you're Pinocchio, which sounds crazy but looks awesome in motion. Currently it's coming to next gen and PC only, and in terms of a release date, there isn't a concrete one, but it'll probably come in 2023. Maybe, I don't know, but I look forward to carving dudes into ribbons regardless. Next up is Moonscars, a brutal Souls-like Metroidvania where you play as Grey Irma, a ferocious warrior who's searching for a being known as the Sculptor, who holds the secrets to Irma's existence. The game looks to be very traditional in terms of what we can expect from this sort of game, however, it also seems to have the option to wield witchcraft-like magic powers as well. The game is currently set to release in summer 2022 for PC on Steam, although there isn't a current release date for consoles, but I'm sure that'll come in the following months or so. Regardless, it looks awesome, I can't wait to play it, and I'm looking forward to it. This next game I wouldn't blame you for thinking is Hollow Knight DLC or something. It's actually a game called Crowworn. It's an upcoming Metroidvania Souls-like with a heavy influence from games like Bloodborne and, well, Hollow Knight clearly. I mean, if someone told me this was Team Cherry's doing, I'd believe them at least at first glance. Anyway, the game takes place in a land called Firendel, a once peaceful kingdom that has fallen to an evil curse that's ravaged the populace. Which sounds like the plot of every game on this list now that I think of it, but anyway, the game will have more than 120 unique enemy types, over 30 unique bosses, side quests, spandex, tight controls, whatever that means, and a massive fully explorable world riddled with machines, humans, and monsters alike for you to kill. Unfortunately, it doesn't currently have a concrete release date, although the closest thing we got is late 2023, which makes Crowworn the last game to release on this list, which is a bummer, but it looks cool, so I thought you'd just want to know that it exists in the first place. Next up is a game I'm hyped about, and that's Nine Souls. It's a 2D hand-drawn Metroidvania with Sekiro-inspired deflection combat. That's not even my words, that's literally what the developers said on Steam. The game takes place in a mysterious land that was once home to an ancient alien race, and you play as Yi, a warrior who's betrayed and seeks vengeance against the Nine Souls, who are the de facto rulers of the abandoned alien world. The game's style is called Tau Punk, which is a cyberpunk-like aesthetic aesthetic inspired by Eastern mythology. And like it was said, the game has a heavy emphasis on deflection-based combat where you're able to intercept and deflect almost every enemy attack with split decision gameplay. A beautiful 2D Metroidvania with Souls-like elements and a Sekiro-esque gameplay loop sounds like a dream come true to me. The game looks incredible, but unfortunately the devs have said they're pushing for Q2 2023, which could be upwards of a year from now. Regardless, when Nine Souls comes, I hope to play it for all it's worth because it looks incredible. And Sekiro is one of my favorites, and this game looks like Sekiro, but with animals and aliens and cyberpunk. Yeah, that sounds awesome to me. Anyway, we've finally come to my most anticipated game in this video, and that's the upcoming Metroidvania Souls-like that looks like if Symphony of the Night had a baby with Bloodborne, and that's The Last Faith. The game has a huge number of melee and ranged weapons to choose from, as well as arcane spells for you to use. It also has a massive amount of gruesome executions you can perform on the abominations you face. The devs have also said the game will have a massive non-linear world, allowing you the freedom to explore in many different ways, and in terms of story, you play as a man named Eric who has no recollection of his past and will slowly, as the game progresses, start to lose his sanity. Eric's mission is to explore the Gothic city of Mithrangul and face divine gods and the religions that worship them as he races to discover who he is and the massive conspiracy at the core of the city. The game takes place in a setting drowning in superstition, and the land is sitting in what the devs call a supernatural vortex. The lore of the world so far is that this Gothic metropolis is home to false gods and prophets that worship an unknown race of evolving creatures created by ancient beings known only as the Cold Ones. The game will also allow players to buff their weapons with various elements and mods to enhance their monster slaying potential. Out of all the games on this list, The Last Faith is my undisputed #1 pick because it looks so freaking cool. The best part about all of this is that you won't have to wait too long to play it either. The Last Faith is currently scheduled to release in 2022, likely in the fall season. The game is also coming to all major platforms, including next-gen consoles as well. The Last Faith is easily one of my most anticipated games of the year, and it looks amazing. And as someone who loves Castlevania and Dark Souls, I can't wait to play it. But anyways guys, that's the list of upcoming Souls-likes and Metroidvanias for this video. If you want me to do another one, let me know in the comments, and thanks for watching all the way to the end. Consider subscribing to give my life meaning, and comment below about which games you want to play as well, or maybe tell me some games that I missed. Thanks to my patrons as always for their support, and I'm Endymion. I'll see you in the next one.